Ooh, someone did not think this one out. I promise I'm in clothing. You can all stay. Solo! You had noticed I still haven't figured out where I should be shooting in this home, so this seat seems good. Today I thought we should just go ahead and do a little get ready with me. Hey, hello. Yeah, I actually don't have anywhere to go tonight. I thought I was going to have somewhere to go tonight, which is why I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good time. Like, I'm not one to just put makeup on for no reason. In fact, even times where I'm like, yeah, you should probably put some makeup on, that's still not enough of a reason. But for you, that's a reason. I thought we could catch up. It's just been a minute since I've sat down and just rambled useless words at you. But to begin, I'm gonna take this Priya Mineral Derm Essential Cover Acne Safe Foundation Primer. Ooh. So yeah, not really a whole ton is new. Like, there's no like real update. Still trying to find the balance between having a social life, maintaining relationships, you know, human being things. Now I'm just gonna let that sink in. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I feel better. What I'm doing next is taking this MAC Paint Pot Primer. It's so crusty, basically. Not really. I hate that word. That's a nasty word. A combination of just this is how this product naturally is, and also it's a little old, that it's just a little difficult to get on my eye without feeling like I am just giving myself so many wrinkles. But yeah, my mom is actually gonna come out pretty soon to hang out, which I'm excited about, but also like, oh my god. This is a stupid thing that I'm gonna be rambling about. P.S. I have been feeling so broke lately. Not like really, but basically I had to pay my taxes, which was not fun. Shot my savings like right through the head. No playing around. Not like a shoulder, not like a in the heart. No. Boop. We're not messing around with this. Yeah, RIP Lauren's savings account. And then my friend Jessica came out. Oh, P.S. I am going to be using this Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. This palette I've talked about a couple times before. All my other palettes are growing dust and are probably very jealous and beat up on this one at night, but I do not care. So right now I'm taking Tempera and Golden Ochre, and I'm just kind of dumping that all over my lid to set whatever the crap I just put on my eye. But anyway, so yeah, Jessica was out here and we had a really good time. I felt like I was responsible with my income, like I didn't buy a whole ton of stuff, but also like we ate everything and I don't regret a thing. And it's one of those things where it's like I'm just pushing the limits of scary. It's all gonna be fine. I don't mean this to be like, I feel bad for me, I'm poor, because I'm not. Look at what I'm putting on my eyes. I live a luxurious lifestyle, but I just feel like I'm like just on the brink of like kind of getting it together, and then as soon as I do, I know my mom's gonna come out here and then I'm gonna have to spend a bunch of money again. And it's just like, I just want to be like, guys, everybody just like, can we all just give me like 2 months? Just 2 months. But at the same time, I could be dead tomorrow. We may as well just spend it all. But yeah, I'm excited for her to come out. I'm taking Vermeer. It's just Vermeer. I don't know why I'm saying everything like this. But yeah, I'm taking that on. Actually, like, I really like the brush. Okay, it's not amazing, but for a brush that came with a palette, I'm very satisfied with this. And this one just fits so well on the inner corner of my eye. So I use it. I'm just saying, I'm for it. I one time was in an Ulta and this guy that worked there was basically recalling how this girl, he was like, well, what kind of brushes do you use? And she was like, oh, just the kind that come, you know, like foamy things. And he was basically just like going off about like, if you don't love yourself enough to spend $10 like on some brushes, you just need to get out of his store. And I was just there like, but yeah, what's new with all of you? I'm excited to hear. Oh, actually, oh my god, I got too excited. Anyway, I actually do have something I don't think that I've informed you all because it's not that exciting of information, but so I got a personal trainer, which is something that I wanted to do for a while. I think it's very important to, not like I don't love me some material things, but I look crazy right now. Welcome to Lauren's life. But I think at least for me, and obviously I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life or anybody for that matter, but I personally think it's important to try and invest in yourself. I really wanted to do, this is probably gonna sound like a little whack, but I have actually really wanted to do like improv classes for a long time, but was not in an area where that was available. Like, do I want to sit on a train for an hour and a half to Chicago every day? No, I don't. But obviously now that I live out here, there's a lot more options for that. So I think that that is something that I'm gonna do next, but that's obviously not gonna happen for a minute because I'm currently blowing all my self-investing money on a personal trainer. So basically approached me and I have been like thinking about getting one for a while and I was doing this, I don't know what you'd call it, but I was standing and there was a bench and one of my feet was on the bench and then I was squat lunging, I have no idea what they're called, with weight. And she basically just came up to me and was like, hey, not to be a creep, but I'm assuming you're trying to work your butt out, and actually it's a lot better, like you need to keep your chest up more. Keep your chest up more. And then you'll feel it a lot more in your butt. Also, I'm not using antique bronze. And then she was like, you know, we're actually doing free consultations tomorrow if you want to come back in and we could do one of those. And I was like, you know what? What the heck? Why not? And you know, the next day I signed up with 30 sessions of personal training. So yeah, I really liked her. And yes, I am speaking in past tense. We probably did about half of our sessions as one, except then in the middle of it, she got offered another job. I would do the same thing if I was in her shoes. Like, it was definitely a better opportunity. And I was like, no man, like live your life. Except it also kind of sucked because I was like, cool, I have no one. I got paired up with another girl who was also super nice and like wonderful, except there's obviously, I understand this, like I'm putting all my makeup down. I'm using both hands. This is a serious, people. You don't want to break somebody. You know, liability. You're gonna have a couple like sessions where it's probably not as intense or as regular as the rest of the, you know, time that you're gonna have together is gonna be, because, you know, like they're learning your body and like your goals and what you're capable of and blah, 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 blah. Except here's the thing. I already did that once and was like, hey, I understand that this is a thing, except I already paid for that because while you're learning my body and I'm not getting a workout, I am paying out of my wazoo for that. You know, I was trying not to be a D-bag, but I also was like, look, there needs to, like, there should be some protocol for this. Like, this can't be the first time. Actually, I need to keep doing my makeup. Hands back on face. Like, I'm not silent in the corner. I'm flat out saying, I'm here to get my ass handed to me, literally and figuratively. And then what happens is I like had a session where I met with this second girl, and again, she was so nice and a wonderful trainer. Like, she was very obviously knowledgeable, except I had already met with her, and then when I actually had my first session where I'm like paying for it and clocked in and everything, I at the end of it was like, again, she's super nice, it's just like a difference in like what I want and what you do, but she was like, okay, so what would you rate this workout? And I felt like kind of a douche for saying this, but I was like, I'm gonna be honest right now, like, you, like, there's times where you should just speak up. I don't think she was gonna be personally offended, and if she was, sorry. Oh, P.S. I'm using a combination of Alima satin matte foundations to hopefully find a not quite summer tan color, but not quite winter pale color. So anyway, I just told her, I was like, it would probably be more on the lower side, which I felt was nicer than what I was really thinking, because in my head I was like, this was not a workout. Like, I feel warmed up, but for me that was not like a workout. I'm not trying to be a brat when I say that, but the thing is, it's like, ugh. But here's the thing, is like, I'm not like fresh off the street or out of shape or, you know, like has never done anything. Like, I have always been very interested in like fitness and nutrition and crap like that. I've played sports my whole life. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna overstep my boundaries of like knowledge on things, but also I was just at this point where I was like, oh my god, if somebody tells me to do another set of hip bridges, I'm gonna punch them in the face. Because when I go to the gym by myself, I'm doing hip thrusts with like 200 pounds on top of me. And so I was like, so if somebody makes me do another hip bridge, I'm gonna go insane. And obviously that's not fair, because how am I gonna know? And that's what I mean. It's like, I understand like you're not trying to break anybody or whatever, but I was like, you know, it's fine, but I'm not gonna keep paying for it. And that's kind of where I was at. But my body also, this body that we're all learning about, does this thing. Let me know if yours does too. Where, oh my god, why can't I open this? Here I'm talking about how strong I am. Can't even open a damn blush. Okay, P.S. this blush is from Lancome Mocha Havana. I've had this for a long time and I'm finally getting close to pan. Hello. Like I was saying, my body, if I'm just like frustrated, like literally the only emotion that I'm feeling is frustration or anger. If I'm really angry, if I go to talk about what I'm angry about, body does this thing where it's like, you know what would be fun in this moment? Is if we just brought tears to your eyes. Like, I'm not sad and I'm not like, there's no real reason. It's like, oh hey, you rarely cry. Let's just like get it out right now when you're trying to be like a respected individual woman. Yay. Son of a bitch. Like, I would really rather just get this handled right now and just get it taken care of because I'll feel better. But at the same time, I don't want to get this taken care of right now because I know if I talk about this, my body's gonna start crying. And it's not like I'm actually crying, it's literally just like my eyes get watery and it's the stupidest thing. And if you're wondering what I'm drowning myself in, it is actually a highlighter I recently got from Alima. It's in Whisper, and I'm going to be honest with you, like, see, it definitely gives a highlight, but that's after you dump quite a bit of it on. And I don't know, I feel like it almost like settles down after a while. I don't know. It's a good everyday highlighter, but it's not like, oh, hello. So anyway, I'm all pissed off and I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna get this handled right now. And as you do when bartering, I was like, I would just like to be refunded. And he was like, well, I can't actually refund you, but I can give you a couple free sessions, which is like really what I wanted anyway. Then once we got that established, he was like, well, do you also just want to switch trainers? Like, it sounds like you kind of want to be beat up. And I was like, I do. That is what I'm here for. But I was like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of switching. And like, I really liked the girl that I had. He was like, oh yeah, like she's sweet, like she's super good and everything, but she's a lot better for like runners. And since my goals are the opposite of that. So it all got worked out and he paired me with a new guy who I've only met with once. And it was just to like learn where I'm at again. But he at least did more and obviously was making things harder. I'm hoping it'll all work out. And like, I'm at this point where I'm like, okay, whatever. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna take what I can learn from this experience and just never do that again. So I'm now taking this very fancy CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I don't know what it is with this mascara, but anytime I'm like, ooh, I don't really want to spend a whole ton of money and I don't know which one to get from the drugstore, I usually just go with this one. Like a good standby, like I know what I'm gonna get. I don't know, it is difficult to talk and put mascara on. Actually, that Tupac song just reminded me of this video that I watched earlier. I will link it down below if you are just in the mood to get really mad at all of the world and also potentially cry and also just like feel really good all at the same time. Watch this video that I watched this morning. What am I doing with my face? I watched this TEDx video because I'm hip. It was called something about like, I don't want children, quit telling me I'm gonna regret it or something like that. I thought it had a lot of good points. Like, I understand to a degree why society is the way that it is, but at the same time I was like, no, that's not your choice, homie. Like, that's not on you. If you also don't want babies, you know, hey, don't know where I lay on the whole baby game. And that's the thing, I know that I don't know, which is why I'm on a temporary birth control, because I know I don't want them right now. Oh my God. I really think I could never produce a child and be totally happy. I've really considered, like, this is me getting super personal now, but I have really considered, not like obviously now, way down that line, I could definitely adopt or even do foster children. Just like, there's so many children out there already. And like, I understand some people are like, yeah, but I want my own. And I'm like, that's totally fine. Like, that's your life. Like, do whatever you want. But as someone who knows, like, I don't need that, my younger brother is adopted and I'm like, I don't know, he is obviously just as much a part of our family as like I am. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not having no babies anytime soon. I'm not having them. I'm not buying them. Me and Thor are good. Also, I gotta do one more pass of my eyeshadow. I really don't even know what I've talked about in this whole video. Actually, you know what? Something interesting did happen to me this last week. I was in the grocery store and this random man just comes up to me and starts speaking to me in French. And he basically is saying, I think I know you. And I was like, oh no, that's not me. Except I respond in French. And he's like, oh, but you speak French? And I was like, well, it's been a long time. I did go to school in France for a year and I got to a point with that where I was like, all right, my French is good. I can, you know, do more than just hold a conversation. So I'm talking to him and eventually, like, fortunately, this conversation turns into English. And long story short, we end up having like a 20-minute long conversation in the grocery store. Actually, this looks questionable in the viewfinder, but it looks kind of cute in real life. And that's what matters, people. Real life. But yeah, we have an entire conversation in this grocery aisle for a really long time. And I was like, man, this is a meet cute right here. But I am very happy with my relationship. Like, he gave me his number and part of me was like, oh yeah, like I'd like to hang out with him just like as a friend. And not that old Ian, I don't think he would ever like say anything, you know, nobody tells me what to do. But at the same time, I was like, Lauren, reverse this situation. If some random girl just came up to Ira and started speaking in a language you do not know and could not understand, and then they had a moment together that you will never know about, would that make you feel good? And I was like, no, it would not. And now I feel bad because I'm probably not gonna text him, but it's like, hey, nothing personal, just, I don't know, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, talking to random Frenchmen in the grocery store. So I think my face is as finished as it can be. My hair, on the other hand, is a different story, but sometimes I just like to go with the, you know, unbrushed look. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Sorry, this was so random. There was no overarching theme in this at all, other than me talking. But I hope that you all enjoyed anyway. Oh, actually, can you all let me know? Because I've been kind of toying with the idea of just being like, hey, I'm gonna get a new video up every Wednesday. Because then you know what to expect almost, and that's also something that I can feasibly do. Because I know a lot of you who have been like, I miss your videos, and I'm like, I'm trying. Because I can definitely get like one consistent video up a week, but what I've been trying to do, but I just was wondering if you would prefer that and then like anything additionally I can put up, great, or continue kind of like just as soon as I can physically get to them, putting them up. So let me know, and also go brush your knotty hair. Unless your hair texture doesn't allow that, then go moisturize your elbows. Put away your makeup this everywhere and have a nice day. Bye, thank you for watching. Yep, wasn't wearing pants this whole time.